What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Combat Sports Media YouTube channel. And today I'm finally going to preview, break down, and try to predict the upcoming Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury heavyweight clash. This is obviously going to be for Deontay Wilder's WBC heavyweight world title, and it will be on Showtime pay-per-view, and it will take place at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Now, as far as the matchup itself is concerned, Deontay Wilder, he's known for obviously his punching power, his athleticism. Specifically, he's known for the punching power with that big right hand. Even though he carries, he's a one-hitter quitter guy with either hand though. He's also very tall for even for the heavyweight division. And he's very quick with his feet. I believe he has great feet, especially for the heavyweight division, which tends to be filled with flat-footed guys nowadays. It may not be the most technically sound footwork, but he's able to get in and out of punching range and in punching range, out of punching range and in punching range quickly and effectively. He's able to navigate around the ring very well and maneuver in close quarters very well also. So, in my opinion, Deontay Wilder has great footwork. He's also very athletic, as everybody tends to agree. But also, I don't believe he gets enough credit for his jab. I think Deontay Wilder has a very good jab, and when he's in with good opposition, he's shown to be able to use the jab effectively. When he's against lesser opposition, he tends to not use it as much as I'd probably like him to. But when he wants to use the jab, he does so, and he does so effectively, and it's a very good weapon for him. We saw it in his first fight with Stavern, for example. Now, he's had a slew of title defenses. Credit to Deontay, he's able to hold on to this title that he won, I believe back in 2015. But it wasn't up until recently where, he got the respect, so to speak, of some of the fans. Because a lot of fans were saying he's not tested, he's not being tested. Or they didn't like his level of opposition. When he fought Ortiz, the Cuban southpaw, that's when he shut a lot of people up, and he showed that he could come back from facing a true adversity. He showed a lot of heart. He answered that question, and he also obviously showcased his power once again. And he showed that he has a true eraser once again. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, first of all, I would like to just say this. People are acting like he's been off for 10 fucking years, alright? Tyson Fury has been off for was off for maybe 2 years. And he came back and already had 2 tune-up fights before going in to this fight with Wilder. Mind you, we've had countless fighters in the past take 5 years off, such as Sugar Ray Leonard, came back to beat Marvin Hagler in his first fight back after 5 years and pull off a win. We saw it countless other times, man. We saw it with Oscar De La Hoya take almost 3 years off, come back, and face Ricardo Mayorga for the WBC 154-pound title right away. No tune-ups. We saw it with, Floyd to a lesser extent with taking a year and a half off. So we've seen this time and time again. Like, I don't want to hear this bullshit. He took a few years off. He had 2 tune-up fights, and now he's going into the Deontay Wilder fight. At the end of the day, we're talking about not just a professional fighter, but a former lineal heavyweight world champion in Tyson Fury. So don't give me this shit about, stop acting like he's been off for 10 fucking years, alright? This is the best version of Tyson Fury that we're gonna get. And when if Deontay Wilder pulls off the win, you should get full credit. So anyway, Tyson Fury, he had that great win over Klitschko a few years back, became the legitimate world champion, ended up, I don't want to go too much into it, but basically went off the map for a few years. His titles became vacant, and like I said, he came back, got two tune-up fights. He's also very big for the heavyweight division. He might even be taller than Deontay Wilder. I'm not so sure about that, but this will be the first time where Deontay Wilder is going to be in with someone that's just as tall as him, if not taller, that's also on the elite level. So we're going to see how his power translates, punching at a guy like this. And we're also going to see, I'm going to bring up the Ortiz fight. Ortiz showed that you could, with some skills and some timing and good reflexes, you could throw Deontay Wilder off and outbox him. And that's exactly the same thing that Tyson Fury specializes in. He's excellent at ring generalship, and he's excellent at boxing, and he's a very big guy, especially for the heavyweight division. He might even be the biggest person that Deontay has yet to face in his career, and probably will face in his career. So, I think Deontay Wilder's team is thinking that they're catching Tyson Fury at the right time, when in fact this is actually the best version of Tyson Fury yet, the most experienced version of Tyson Fury yet. We saw what Tyson Fury did to Klitschko, and if he could return to that form, which I believe he could, and he could do why can't he do the same thing to Wilder? Wilder is a great fighter, but Klitschko was also a great fighter, and you could argue that he was old and past his prime, but at the same time he was a lot more experienced and had a lot more accolades under his belt than Deontay Wilder currently has. And I don't want to hear this shit about Klitschko not taking him seriously, because Klitschko is a true sportsman, and one of the greatest things about him was his discipline and the fact that he put in 100% to every fight. So, and then a few years later, Joshua beats Klitschko and gets all the credit in the world. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury really didn't. So I don't get that. But anyway, I believe that, this was such a hard fight to pick, and there's always going to be a chance where Deontay Wilder is just going to do the bomb squad and just finish it. You know what I mean? And just get Tyson Fury's ass out of there. It can happen at any moment, from the first round to the 12th round. But if anybody is going to outbox Deontay Wilder and not get hit with that bomb squad, it's going to be Tyson Fury. So therefore, I am going to go out on a limb, okay? Mind you, I did call the Tyson Fury upset over Klitschko. I saw that coming from a mile away. I wrote an article about it for, I believe, itrboxing.com. Shout out to them. And I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to do it again and pull off the upset against Deontay Wilder at the Staples Center this Saturday. So I'll see you guys some other time. I will continue to pump out more videos. All right, peace.